Hey, everybody. How are you doing on this Monday evening? What's going on? It is me right here for now. Tori will be here shortly. And we do have another guest tonight. Just to go over a few things. Um, Hello, Britta. Kristen, you're blue. Flat. Hey, Ed Helix. Bearded Fisherman, what's up? Ray Bone Crusher, hello. I meant to watch your video today. I'm going to be watching it after this. Um, Hello, Calls Variety Channel. Ribbit Hop, what is up? How you all doing? Elizabeth, hey. Uh, Gabe is here too because he'll pop in and do his little Gabe's Goofy facts. But Debbie Ellis, hello. How is everyone doing? I feel like I'm doing that romper room thing. I see Mikey and Beth and Jot Lover. Hey, hi. I'm gonna say it again. Boudica, Concerned Planet. Hello. DRD. Hi. Welcome. Hello, Lisa Ann. Welcome, everybody, and hello to all the new people that are here. Lori J, what's up? We've received a lot of new subscribers lately, basically because we've been covering the drama, as you all know, and exposing the truths and the facts that we know. Some people are saying we're lying. Some people are saying we're biased. Coming up with a bunch of crap, really, just to like debunk me. And the thing is, a lot of you know, but some of you don't. I was a mod for Jeremy, and so I have certain experiences, things that I know about. I remember videos that I can go back and say, well, gee, isn't that funny? He chest bumped Guapo. He bum rushed this guy. He did this to that guy. He did this to Marilyn Raby. Let's all put it all together and I'll show you in a video. And that's what I do. I didn't show a video last night, but maybe I showed some, paperwork, like the adoption paperwork, the real adoption, legal adoption paperwork that people today was commenting, oh, he didn't sign it. I think you need to go and read the paperwork. Hello, Woody Ruster. White Indo, hey. So hey Bonnie, I put some ideas in your email. Oh, cool, thank you. So I was reading a lot of the comments, and there are a little more negative ones than were here the first couple of days. I just want to. I post facts as I know them. Okay. I am not biased, Lori, and I'm going to tell you exactly how I am. I've already explained this. I'm a very real, down-to-earth person. I'm not biased. I do not like Jeremy, but I did not like Jeremy before he even knew who Lynette was. Okay? And there's reasons for it. I could see right through people. I happen to be quite intuitive, whether you believe things like that or not. If you're spiritual or believe in spirituality, I'm very intuitive, and I could read people right away. Okay? However, that's not even the case. I watched him. Okay. I have my own opinions. And if I don't want to like someone or be part of someone's channel or anything like that, I just don't. All right. It's that simple. So there's no bias here. And I have said and will continue to say, if I am saying something incorrectly or out of context, because there are missing pieces to these puzzles. And I didn't watch anything on Mill to Grill. So this whole like vest thing, I'm trying to figure it out last night, and everybody's telling me different things in the chat. So I need to go back now, which is on the list, and try and find the things in the Mill to Grill or relation to the Mill to Grill to find out what's true about it. Okay, so you're right. He isn't hard to read. So if you people want to send me the info, that's fine. That's great. And if I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong because I am going on proof. But I'm not going to go by Jeremy's text messages or what Jeremy has said to his viewers. I will no longer do anything like that. He may have gotten me on a text message here and there prior to what he did with Guapo, because all he did with his little text messaging with Guapo was proved that he edits the actual texting. Okay, that's what he did. And he also shown screenshots even lately. Since we debunked his freaking text messages, he's still showing them. Okay. And I guess he's expecting people to just ignore that. And I'm sorry, if you're trying to tell people things that are going on and try to use your text messages as proof, yet you were proven to be lying about it and faking it. So I don't know how you expect me to continue to believe the text messages. It's just not going to happen, you know? So someone also had said that I had a vendetta because a friend of mine got shunned from Jeremy. No, that is not true. I definitely don't like what he did involving that, but he was lying. He was lying about it from the get-go, and it all came from his jealousy about a hoarder house. He was not only jealous of Robbie because Robbie had people who were getting it. It wasn't Robbie that was getting it, okay? But he was jealous of it going in that direction. But he was also jealous of Guapo because Guapo obtained a hoarder house with all that stuff in it, okay? And he didn't. He had a good deal that he got, and he got it. He was jealous. He doesn't like people doing better than him. He was jealous that Guapo now had a ton of content to use on his channel. You know, so I mean, you guys gotta like look, you know, call it discernment, Lisa. Yeah. Anyway, and people are thinking I'm just on Lynette's side. I am not on Lynette's side. I'm on Harley's side for sure. Okay, she's an innocent child. Her name is being drugged. Like, this is ridiculous. You know, it's really sad. I am on her side for sure. But I am on the side of freedom and privacy. Okay, and I'm sorry, but whatever you want to call him, Jim Jones, Jeremy Hales, what the hell, and his partner have literally crossed the line of invading privacy and freedom that he claims he's protecting your freedom of speech. It's that simple. Okay. I asked everyone to respect Jeremy when him and George, I was gonna say Martha, but I did when they broke up. Okay, amen. Moses. When him and George broke up the first time, and he was in tears, and people were getting angry because George wasn't around, and people started saying stuff, I stood up for Jeremy and told them, that's his private business, and you need to let him have his privacy. Just because he's on, a YouTube doesn't mean everybody has the right to invade their personal time or their personal privacy. It goes for him too. Okay, but I am one of the people who stood up, and I'll go back and I'll find it if I have to prove it to you. Okay, but I did stick up for his privacy, and now I'm sticking up for somebody else's, and that's who I am, and that's what I'm going to do. Okay, if you don't like it, you don't have to come here, you don't have to listen, you can spread all the bunch of lies you want, but if people come here, they're going to get the truth from me. Okay, they're going to get my opinion if they want it or not. Oh my God, is that a huge amethyst or what? Sorry, Crystal just walked past my face. Wow, that's nice. Tori's here. Hello. But I don't like Jeremy for various reasons, and this, like I said, it comes way before anybody even knew who Lynette was. And then what else was said? Oh, that I want fame or something. Look, all I can tell you is that is not what this is. Okay, I have lived in fame. I have famous friends. And I put fame on a stage. That's what I do. I put the people on stages. Okay, I'm not the one on a stage. It may seem that way here. Yeah, I guess so. But this is kind of like my dining room table, and I'm a socialite, and I have people over all the time. And this was kind of like a community, a home. And I try to make like a family for everybody. And in doing so, I believe in speaking for those people that don't feel like they have a voice. And I have called myself a warrior. I'm not going to sit back and watch people being taken advantage of. I absolutely refuse. So if people want to go in other chats and say whatever they want, go right ahead. You can come here and pretend to be all nice and whatever, and like you're part of the chat, whatever. Or you can go into another chat that, is against people that they think is on Lynette's side and start trashing the channel. You can go ahead and do that. But don't think for 2 seconds that we don't see it or know it, because we get messaged about it all the time. And it's done to everybody, that has a channel. If someone's talking about it and they're getting an email about it somewhere, and it's being done here too. So, I mean, oh, look, one of them just appeared. Here we go. One of them just totally appeared. So there are missing pieces, okay, in this saga, okay, and false allegations flying around, and not just from Jeremy, not just from Travis, but actually people in chat, because there's, and I'm not accusing anybody specifically here or whatever, but if you, let's say you're asking a question about a situation, which I have, and because I didn't see the video or I didn't go to an event, and I'm asking people what happened, what is the correct, thing, what's happening, and I literally got different responses. So I need to go find the video and go find out and figure out what the truth is. And that's who I am. I will find the truth. And if I am wrong, I will say so. Okay? You can say whatever you want about anybody you want. That is your right to do so. But if you come in this chat and you're going to start shit with people in here, I will remove you. Because that's not what this is about. I'm not about the Germ fans or the Lynette fans. That's not what this is about. If you want the truth, you can watch my channel. I will try and figure out a scenario, and then I'll try to take that path, and try and figure out, is that the path? Is that what the truth is? Is that where that's what's going to lead me to the truth? It's like investigating reporting, and that's just what I'm doing, and if you don't like it, you don't have to come here. It's that simple, No one's going to sit here and slam you. My opinion's on the germ, and it's not just that situation. There's a whole bunch. Every relationship that guy has had has failed. Every relationship. And anyone that he has right now will eventually fail too, because that's what happened. If you've watched his channel for like the past 4 years, you'd have to agree at least half of what I'm saying with that 1 or 2 lines right there is true. Okay? So, that's fine. But just so you know, being real citizen, legit, not just a content format. Hey, Dash, thank you. Welcome. We're awesome. So this isn't about fame. This isn't about getting subs or whatever. I was quite shocked when there was a lot of people coming to the chat. Was I not, Tori? I was stunned. I was like, holy shit.
She's like, how the hell am I going to talk to this many people?
Right. That's exactly the truth. I was like, what the hell's going on? I'm like, wow, this is crazy. So, I can converse. I can talk. So let's go. As you see, the past 4 freaking nights, we were live till 4 or 5 in the morning. That's crazy.
Not tonight.
But no, not tonight. We're not. I wasn't even going to come on live tonight, but this hilarious phone call thing was just, what I'm going to get into it.
Sorry, we're getting stuff out.
But no, that's fine.
I can't leave it out there because
so Rosie, what's going on? Rosie's here. John German, hello. Hey, Chris, raw dog, what is happening? So you got questions? Ask away. And mods, if there's something that you feel I missed that you feel is important, just point it out. Let me know, because a lot of times when I'm talking, I am Italian. My hands go flying, even if it's just to the computer, or telling a story or whatever it is. Sometimes I don't watch the chat the entire time, so I will miss something. We are, in fact, staying late again. Nope, not doing it. I'm not doing it tonight. Guys, my lives usually start around 10 p.m. and they go to like 1:30, 2 o'clock, usually the latest. Sometimes we've gone over to 2:30, but no, it is not normal for me to be live at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. unless there's a hurricane and we're having a hurricane party, because that we did do. Oh my God, did you bring like the whole warehouse with you?
No, just stuff I'm
Holy crap. Okay, so I just got a whole bunch of crystals walking on. This is all Tori stuff, isn't it? This
Yeah.
is all yours. All right, cool.
I
Right
can't
on.
do an unboxing if I don't bring stuff. with me.
Right on. The email. Oh, hey, Bruce. Oh, okay. So Bruce is here. We're gonna talk about this call that came through, I guess, last week. And there was a couple questions that he was mentioned. Oh, let me just put him on, and he can discuss. Hello, Bruce. Sorry, I didn't see you there.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, good. Because I'm wearing headphones and I'm not sure if it's coming through the headphones or my laptop.
Oh, yeah. So,
But I'll find out when I walk away. I'll find out when I walk away.
did anything more happen with that weird guy last night? Yes. Okay, so we decided we discussed whether or not calling the cops. He's actually on probation for the charges of battery and misdemeanor battery, and felony battery of a person of 65 years of age or older. And so he's on probation for that. And what happened was this morning, he was like giving me the finger and yelling shit. And I was so pissed off. I literally yelled back at him this morning. And I tend to not do that. I just laugh. And then Jeannie, the girlfriend, was sitting down and I went off on her. Because not only was he peeping in through Tori's car at her 16-year-old grandson, he also took pictures of her 18-year-old in my driveway. You know, and I had an issue with that, and I like yelled and said something because Jeannie's a little twisted. And I was like, "You're okay with this? You're actually okay with this?" So I was pissed off. So it seems as though probation is like drug testing him. So nothing happened as far as the police coming here, but I think it warranted a drug testing thing on him, and he got called. I'm not really sure about that. But there was a screaming match this morning. So yeah, it was pretty weird last night. And it happened at 4:00 in the morning. So that's kind of why we ended up on till 5. I didn't get to shut down the live, but that was a reason for the extra hour.
I was wondering.
You care so much. Like, if you're going to be sarcastic too, you don't have to stay either, Laura. I mean, you know, no one's being mean or whatever to you. So, anyhow, so how was your night, Bruce?
Oh my God! Well, it's like it just meshed in, you know, just continued in from yesterday. I think, you know.
Yeah.
Because we were so late, and then you know, get up and work a little bit, and then you know his video hits, and my goodness, wow.
Yeah.
And so here we are again.
Yeah. It's you know, I have a feeling this is not going to stop for a while because he doesn't get it, you know. Maybe when he gets slapped with certain lawsuits, he will.
Yeah, we got to the courts is where he'll be stopped. I mean, that's the only place.
No, you're fine. You're fine, Mickey. No, you're good. You're goody. Stacey, are Germ and George still a couple? I don't know. I can't answer that. They're trying to make it appear like they are, but you know, he's gonna address that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go over the call as it appears. I know some people had literally put the video up on screen already and went over it and did reaction to it and stuff. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go over, you know, the stuff that was stated, which there is a bit of it, but I just want to point out some things. And that question is actually on here, so we'll get to that. So you want to just get into the call, Bruce?
Yeah, and also I emailed you a short clip of a video from Tubetown today. You might be interested in playing as well.
Oh, really? Did I miss it?
It's only 25 seconds long, and so you can. I mean, really, you could play it right on there. You'll see it's really quite significant in my view.
Okay. Let's see.
And then we can return to talk, and then we could return to talking about it later after we do the. This will be a little teaser for later about what you're about to show.
All right, let me then open that up. I don't watch Travis. So Mo, what's up? Laura Lee just spreading rude negativity. Is that what she's doing? Moms know what to do. They can tell what's good or bad. I trust them.
But I have, I don't watch either, but I have, several different people that are, keeping track of various groups and Facebook groups and things. And so they supply me with, stuff, and it's really amazing.
Yeah, isn't it great?
Yeah.
There's some great people in this community, and they want the truth too. Okay, so let me open this. Where is it? I guess I gotta go to my folder because it's downloaded somewhere else.
Super Dave's in the chat.
Have I officially met
Super Dave. Who, Bruce?
Yeah, have I officially met him?
No, Bruce, this is Gabe. Gabe, this is Bruce.
Again.
How you doing?
I have a feeling we're gonna get to know each other a lot better.
Oh, you can't hear him, can you?
No, I can't hear him.
Oh, I have him in the headphones. Sorry. It's hard for me to hear because there's a lot of noise going on around me, so I have to put the headphones on. But for now, we'll put it on speaker. Okay, so let me get this. Is that what I just downloaded?
We're not going to discuss it. We're not going to discuss a certain super fan who makes parody songs this evening. In case Super Dave wanted to drop in, he could be comforted that we're not going to discuss it. That particular individual.
Yeah, I'm not discussing him. I don't like that guy. Not like any of the stuff he said. He doesn't care about children. He doesn't. Yeah, no. All right, so let's see. I guess we're reacting to another person's video. Okay. Let's see. Let me share. How did I get here? All my windows are just popping up all over the place. There's so much stuff to go through now, guys. And it's great that we have the info. So let's just see.
Were you able to open that 25-second clip?
Yeah, that's it right there. Right?
Oh, okay. Oh, I don't know.
I just want to make sure y'all can hear it.
I'm looking on the chat now, so I got to switch over. There, yeah. I got to switch over to StreamYard, but yep.
All right.
Go for it.
Lady Terry, what's up? Where you been?
Can y'all hear it? Did you hear that?
Yeah, it's a little faint, but I think so. And then anybody could just go onto TubeTown channel and play it for themselves. It's at 20 minutes and 53 seconds, beginning at 20 minutes, 53 seconds of today's TubeTown post. But this is
let's hear what he had to say, because I have no idea what this is.
Lady Terry, what's up? Where you been? Lauderdale, exactly. Yep. So, and that's where, for those of you new subscribers that don't know anything about TubeTown, TubeTown was put here to harass the neighbors, to start off with. No, this channel was Julia's.
Yeah, there's the truth.
What?
He just said TubeTown was put there to harass the neighbors, which is totally true. It's totally true.
As much as he will say, it was all a joke, that is astoundingly, that's an astounding legal admission.
Yeah, and you know what he's going to say?
So this guy harasses.
That's Travis.
So this guy harasses his neighbors.
He's harassing Jeremy's neighbors by doing that. Jeremy's not there.
But why is he doing that?
To harass the neighbors. Drive them nuts.
To drive them out of their property or something?
To drive them nuts, to make them want to leave, or, just actually the real reason is content.
Well,
he's trying to drive them to do things that's going to create more content for his channel. That's why Travis is doing that. That's why he's there. He's not going to admit it. Trust me. Jeremy's plan when it comes to, the content creator, he's got an idea in his head and he tries to make all this stuff happen. He won when Cook got arrested. That was like a big deal. Did you not even see his breaking news? It kept repeating himself over and over again. Cook got arrested. Cook didn't get arrested for something you did that you should be that excited about, unless you planned it. I don't know.
Yeah,
the time will tell on that one.
It's so much of this, like the answer, the only logical answer for everything, all wrapped up into one answer, is that it's all set up, it's all scripted, it's all planned out.
Yeah, it's like, it's not scripted. They're trying to deny that it's scripted. Jeremy knows exactly what he's doing. for each content. He always
Absolutely.
said it. I mean, he definitely does. Now he has 70 acres there, right? Why would he put Travis right there in that spot? Why? He has
Well,
70.
he just said it. He just told us.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And look what's
It's
happened.
really, you know, they're so rogue, both, you know, Jeremy and now Travis, to be just, you know, running their mouths like this with obvious pending and certain, you know, impending, you know, imminent litigation. It's
Yeah.
like crazy. You know, tell it to the jury if you want to believe it's a joke. Tell it to the jury. You said it. You know.
Yeah. He's mocking it. Well, he's saying it in a way that's like mocking it, like he's making jokes of it. And the fact is, it's true. Can I mention this also, Lisa? Every time you mention his Christian videos and his content, you drive his numbers up. I don't care. You know, I'm just speaking the truth. If people want to go check it out, go ahead. You're not going to see him talking like that. You're not going to see him talking like that on his videos on his channel. No.
Unless he
That's-
starts now.
Yeah, he did that when he was doing sermons at Skyview Ranch, acting like that's his voice, you know. But yeah, no, he's a fraud. He's an actor. You know what I mean? And a bad one at that. But people are falling for it. But you know, it's his Christian. Or he's not Christian, but he acts like it. He tells you guys you don't know what a Christian is. You know, and in the same like 5 minutes of explaining how God created the floods to wipe everybody bad out, and the only person he loved them he saved, Noah, and that he related it to people, the challenge, taking on challenges from people and teaching them life lessons. That's a God complex. He thinks he's God, like he's gonna give them life lessons the way God gave these people life lessons years ago with the floods. He related it to that. Go watch the video. It's right there.
Yeah.
Watch what he says. It's like
Right,
you
so
have to read between the lines with everything he says, because trust me, the evidence against him is literally within his own videos that he puts out. Literally.
Yeah, like I said, I've never seen a bigger mountain of evidence just in the form of the defendant, you know, who will be a defendant's own videos and statements out of his own mouth. It's just, there's never been a situation like this. Not even close
it's
that I'm aware
crazy.
of.
And he's just gonna keep going on. Oh, Super Dave's here. Sorry, Dave, I didn't see you. What's up, Super Dave?
Good evening, my brothers and sisters. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Sorry, guys.
I saw him doing that earlier this morning. It was hilarious, man.
Man, I'm hung up on it, man. I actually listened to that whole sermon. Don't ask me why, but I did. And
I didn't. As soon as it got to Moses, I went stop, and I just like ended it right there. I did not watch the rest of it.
I am getting pegged in my comments from people saying I am mocking God by doing that. And I'm like, no, I'm just mocking the theatrics of it all. Like, I can't believe it. Like, and then with the tears and that, it's just so ridiculous.
Lee, you are allowed to agree to anything you want. You know what I mean? But what I don't appreciate is you going on other channels and turn around and saying we're lying about shit. That's what I don't appreciate. So I'm just letting you know, don't think I don't know it, but don't also come in here and try and start a bunch of bullshit. Okay? You're welcome here, as long as you don't do that. Because I'm not going to accept all these trolls and stuff that just go on kind of like in a political sense, the way people do it these days. I'm not going to accept that in here. I'm not, because people are here for a community. And if you don't believe that, then maybe you should have been here before, because we have a community of people and they're cool and we're kind of like family. I know there's a lot more people here now, but they'll get to see that too if they say. And if they don't, that's okay too. That's okay. I happen to be a pretty cool person, and you know, if you don't like it, that's okay too. Hey, Kim.
I gotta ask you, have you been getting bombarded with like the known moles? Have they been contacting you?
I've been getting a lot of comments, but not as many as I thought there would be.
That's good.
And
but have you like the known Jeremy moles? Like, I don't want to say their names. Like, I don't want to say their names, but like the known Jeremy moles. Have they reached
I
out
don't know
and
that
tried friending
I
him?
don't know that the Lees would know who the IDs are of the known moles. They might not be as
No, you know what?
as
Like
deep
I said,
into it
Dave,
as that.
I didn't watch Jeremy's channel. I kind of came into the whole Lynette thing after the fact. I happened to see the one video in court. I was like, who the hell is he suing now? And it's only because I saw it in my feed, you know? And so I was like, what's this? And I'm watching it, and then I see him commenting, doing his own reaction to his own court case. And he's going off on this judge who's literally just trying to help her understand. Yes, they're calling it that he was litigating for her. Okay, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I do know, and I've said this before, I do know that when you are pro se, the judge tends to try and make the pro se people understand what's transpiring. Like if someone put a motion out and the judge ordered it, and granted it, he explains what this means, and that's what I saw in that video. And then I just kept seeing the pop-ups. So I kind of got bits and pieces. That's what I'm saying. This puzzle, for me, there's missing puzzles. I'm trying to put it together based on what everybody's saying and then trying to get to the truth. That's literally what I'm doing with everything, though. And when I say everything, there's a lot. But what made me say, oh, hell no, I am not keeping my mouth shut anymore was when he did what he did to Guapo. Number one. And I've been talking about it on my channel before, everybody knew it, really. I mean, our regular people that have been here for quite a while know that. And we called him Jim Jones. And ironically, now with the sermon, it just really fits. But that's what happened. And I shared a video of the storage auction that Jeremy was harassing Guapo and just bumped Guapo. And with that, more people came, and I said, you know what? I people like saying one thing and then saying another. I'm like, you know what? What would they think if they saw all of Jeremy's bullshit in the same video, back to back to back to back? And you explained to me that this guy's not a bully, and that's what I did.
Yeah, that's somebody's gonna make that nice compilation. I have a feeling in the very near future. There are some such compilations. Super Dave, I think, did you put one together of some sort?
I know Lisa has done compilations. I'm trying to shy away from using this footage, but I had tried.
That's what I didn't want to do either. I didn't want to do that, but that's when I said screw it. I don't care.
Well,
I
listen,
have this whole theory. Go ahead, Bruce. I'm sorry.
No, please.
It's fair use. It's reacting. It's critiquing, and it falls right under all of it. So let him try to sue me. I saw someone say she needs to be sued. Bring it.
They've been saying that
he's going to lose his ass, and I'll make sure he does. What?
They've been saying that to me for a year now, that I need to get sued. But if he does file DMCAs, you're going to get a big plethora like I did. And he's going to try to take on your channel.
Them. It's all right.
Just make sure you appeal them. And cite Haas v. Klein and other fair use cases. It'll go into judgment for 10 days. He did it to me 7 times. I've appealed 4 of them and won all 4. Copyright litigation
is fair use. It's a whole different ballgame, and he thinks he knows the law, and he don't.
And that does damages.
Okay. I'll fight him tooth and nail.
When you file a false DMCA, that slows you up in the algorithm. It costs you so many views. It costs you so much money. It costs you everything. And he knows that because he's been a YouTuber for years at this point. So he's intentionally causing damages by filing false DMCAs. And just remember, if anything does come down your pike, you have to appeal, cite case law, and wait the 10 days, and you'll get every right. That's what Peepaw Riveter had to do. And
I'm already prepared for it. I already got the case law. I'm ready.
So worried about that. I was so worried about that.
I'm good. No, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. But there would be more that I want to, but I've already got that down. But that's why I was like, you know what? I don't care anymore. I'm not keeping my mouth shut. He's doing this now to way too many people. Way too many people. And at first, it was really like just taking advantage of the viewers, and lying to them. The plane thing was one main thing. I was like, oh my God, he literally called everybody out. And sometimes he says things on his lives against the viewers. And I don't know why they're not seeing it. Like he says negative things towards viewers. And I mean, he's not calling them out by name, but he's calling quite a few out. And he also says things about, people who are on Social Security and, they can't even volunteer because they can't do anything. Like the way he said it that one time, my mouth was on the floor and I was still a mod for him at that point. But anyway, we can go on and on about that because that's what kind of leads to the freaking 2, 3, 4 a.m. lives the past 4 days.
You were speaking about judges being more, open and willing to work with pro se litigants. And I don't think there's a clearer example of that than what happened with that Waukesha parade attack by that Darrell Brooks guy. That judge was so patient and put up with so much from a pro se litigant in Brooks. So you're telling me that case, I thought it was a great judge. I thought she was a great judge and did a great job. But let's just say Brooks was Hales, has every right to appeal that case by saying that they're litigating from the bench. And I do believe Brooks even tried saying that to this judge, that you're litigating from the bench. And it's like, it's just crazy to me. I think it's a judge trying to be fair. And I guess all it shows is it takes $180,000 to pick and choose a judge.
He's fat, Marla. Sorry, I was just throwing something out there. I tend to answer.
A couple things though, Dave. A couple things to that. First of all, the judge was disqualified because he tried to refute the allegations of bias, not because of helping her, try to understand the things like as a pro se litigant. So that wasn't the reason that he got dinged. It was because you're not when you're going to deny disqualification, you're just supposed to say denied. And there's like,
but wasn't the second motion? I thought the second motion was about litigating from the second time they asked for recusal. It was because of litigating on the bench. And in the letterhead, it said that possibly in the second, but certainly in the third, asking for the recusal. So I thought that kind of led credence to that.
It did possibly. Certainly, though, he got disqualified because of the third one where he tried to refute the allegations. But yes, they said, and he may have, but they didn't commit to the second, the possibly part. But
True.
I don't know that I don't believe he spent anywhere near 180,000. I think that's a myth, and that's his way of getting his.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's getting these poor people to send their money to him.
Well, it's funny because he keeps talking about these GoFundMe's created for, Lynette. And hello, you had one of your mods create one for you for your legal fees. You know what I mean?
Direct send your money direct to
Stories here.
The address to
Hello.
is in the video, information for every one of his videos. Send the money. If you want to send it directly to Randall Shockett, here's the address. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, he needs to pay for his own attorney.
Yeah, I think it's all a tax thing. I think it all has to deal with, I've recently learned now that I'm partnered how much of a cut YouTube takes. And I think by him telling people to donating here, he's trying to cut out the middleman in YouTube. He's trying to cut out the tax aspect. There's a lot of
he loves to evade taxes.
Yeah, it seems that way. It really does.
Yeah. Am I echoing again?
Somebody's echoing.
Tori, I think it's when you came on, I think. Are you muted? Hello. Do I sound okay, guys? Am I echoing?
You're good now.
I'm good. Okay. Tori's doing some work over there, so she'll pipe in, and then if she wants during all this.
Tori's always working.
Yeah, she is. She's always working. Can you hear?
Lisa, are you ready to start playing the Landon? Because I want to preface it if I could for a second.
Yeah, I'm actually. Am I going to play? I'm not going to play his video from today. He's going to talk about it.
Like cover it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's get into it.
Let me preface it if I could, okay?
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So yesterday, as you know, and on your show, we showed the photograph of them being dropped off at the airport with Michelle Preston, right? And
like halfway. I can turn
Landon, his girlfriend, and the third friend from Iowa, and the girlfriend holding the baby, right? So that was yesterday, and we showed the information of the photo, like that it was taken, the date, So that
Yeah, I'm
because
trying
they're
to click on it, but my mouse is messing
and
with me.
some people, of course, were trying, oh no, that's an old one when they were arriving, and that's been
No, it's
refuted,
not.
debunked. Now, so today, the video he played today of Landon's phone call, he is propagating this storyline, this this episode arc of Landon and the Great Escape from captivity to Iowa. But after the fact, after it's publicly known to the world that it's all made up because this has already preempted it, and yet
Yeah.
the echo chamber of his videos and his fans will never see this, and that's why they'll believe it, even though this was pre-debunked. What he showed today was pre-debunked by this photograph, and yet they're still gonna just run with it. So that's my preface to anybody who's here now who's about to, for the first time, find out what his video was about today with this Landon phone call. It's remarkable.
All right, so
20 minutes.
Yeah. So basically, what I did was I just started commenting from the second it started, right? Or commenting in my little notebook, let's just say. All right, so I took notes, and the first thing I noticed is the camera's already going when he answers the phone, right? And the look on his face, he had such tude, you know? He's always like, what's this about? Okay, let's get this, you know what I mean? And he, he says hello. So he's already in full knowledge of who it is, you know? And so this is now the girlfriend calling, asking for help, okay? He starts showing screenshots again. We know about the screenshots. Let's not even go there. He fakes the screenshots, okay? And so there's 3 18-year-olds, basically teenagers, okay? You got Landon, who is Lynette's grandson. You have Waylon, who at first he calls brother, but then in the end says he's his best friend, okay? And then you have Tyra, Landon's girlfriend, all right? Now, what's odd to me is that he has trashed, meaning Jeremy, trashed these kids, mainly the grandson, okay? He talked about
threatened to pop his head off his body.
Yeah, that's what I
of homosexuality.
Yep. And so and then he's a thief and stuff like that, right? So let's see. So they want to go home for whatever reason, okay? And
Tyra's mom is dying a week away from death from cancer, and they want to make sure they're there, even though they left. It was 2 months away from death from cancer. They left me there.
The reason why I'm pointing this out and saying certain things is because on Sunday night, the description of what this video was going to be was that these kids are in fear for their lives. Okay? And we are going to be so overwhelmed with all this information about, this video coming out today. We are going to be shocked to the core, was what he said. And I was like, really? This is what this is about? This is this revealing shit that he's saying that's like, oh my God, no way, and we're supposed to be freaking out about it?
It was a nothing burger. It was a nothing burger.
Totally was. It totally was, because when he turns around and he asks, what this is about, they literally say they want to go home because of the girlfriend's mother who is sick. That's the first thing out of their mouth. It wasn't because they're afraid of their lives or anything like that, It was about the go back and watch.
That's the most sympathetic reason they could come up with, to hope that he'll pay for them.
Right. And so they stated that they needed plane tickets. They're trying to get plane tickets to go home. And to me, it sounded like they'll say whatever they want, to get him to give them money. I think they expected money out of him, not plane tickets. They wanted money. Okay.
Well, yeah, he even comes right out and says, when we get there, we're going to be stranded at the airport. We need money. They come almost come out and please give us money.
Yeah, in the end, because what happens is she said, when he turns around, I said, let me just go through, because I have a point to get to with all of it. So Lynette cusses, and Jerry makes a big stink about Lynette says she never cusses, and I'm thinking, and you don't? Shall I play that gay bashing video again?
Yeah, he says he never cusses, but we've got like 3 videos so far where he's showing his true colors and his language he uses.
Oh, honey, let me tell you, that guy talks with F-bombs on a constant. No, you guys don't even know, man. He is so not who he is on his videos.
You just gotta watch AA.
Forget. Well, yeah, you'll see a lot of that on there, but he is not the guy you see on his everyday videos. And I'm not talking about jumping back to his sermon days. I'm just talking about every day. He is not that guy that you see. Okay, he is more that gay bashing guy that you see. Okay, and he plays people. He knows how to manipulate them. Why? Because he's been doing it for years. He knows how to market people. He knows how to play them to get what he wants. He did it for 8 years at a church. You know what I mean? So, I mean, think about that. You got to keep all these things in your head, So my question is, who took these kids to the airport? Do we know that?
I heard it was Madam Mayor.
Okay, Madam Mayor actually.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard. Whoever it was, I heard was paid $100 and to do the drive. And some people in my chat said it was Madam Mayor. I don't know how truthful that is, but that's what was said in my chat.
So Madam Mayor had Lynette with them.
That's
when
what
they took them to the airport.
That's what I heard.
Okay, well, that's something I'd like to know, because this picture was taken at 4:00 on Saturday at the airport with all 3 of them.
Maybe Lynette met them there afterwards. It could have been that. I'm not sure.
I find it odd that she wouldn't have just taken them herself.
True.
I think I could probably get the answer without speculating too much. It's just we got to wait.
Okay. So he also Landon also mentions that his grandmother, when it came to asking them why you would give Travis the finger or say whatever back and forth, and he tries to say to treat the people the way you want to be treated, right? Treat them like you're treated. Okay. And so I said, okay. Landon said that. Treat you like they treated us, basically is what he said. I think I can quote that. Okay. Now, so Landon had to be treated a certain way for him to go back. You know what I mean? Based on what he says. But then he turns around and says that she was telling him to talk a certain way. And I'm like, wait a minute. How is this? How is it treat them like they treat you, but they're telling you to do this? What? So I'm like, all right, this isn't making sense here. Let's just keep going with it. And then Tyra keeps talking.
He did a lot of talking, the word salad in circles.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 but, and,
Yeah, and it's like, okay, hold on. And then Tyra starts talking. Okay.
Marla just put some clarity in chat too, by the way.
Oh, sorry, I'm still on the picture. Everything over here. Marla, JH crew was tagged at the schoolhouse. Oh, staged at the schoolhouse. Sorry.
She says the kids were a no-show at the schoolhouse, so Therese didn't take them anywhere. So that's what Marla says.
Right, because that's why I'm asking. See, he already said in his other video that they didn't show up. So I knew that, and I'm saying the pictures here, who took them to the airport then? If he's claiming that he offered it. Okay, so that's what I want to know. Who took them to the airport?
Right.
But anyway, so Tyra starts talking, and she needs to get home. And Jeremy is telling Tyra that she's being abused. He's telling her that. Okay, so he's baiting her and telling her this. He's kind of coaching them in a way, and not necessarily right at that point, but later on he's coaching.
Well, all right. Let me jump for 1 second. He knows they want money. He knows that he could get them to say whatever he could get them to think he wants them to say. That there's a possibility of getting money, and what I just said made perfect grammatical sense.
Yep. She knew boat captains first. Okay, so first, Jeremy's video says that Lynette told them that they can get jobs with YouTubers. That was what he said the other day in his video upon letting us know this huge video is coming out, that they knew YouTubers can get them jobs. Then last night it turns into, that's where they start saying the boat captain, the boat job. And then today, Landon, you hear him saying that Lynette told them that they do boat companies and can get them jobs. And then, it goes on that she never helped us. Look, you're 18 years old. You're old enough to go get a job. Go get one. You don't need your grandmother's help or anybody else's to go do that. Okay? So, God. So he moved there to get therapy, and he goes on into him being in foster home since he was 7. Okay? And he's got issues in relation to that and some other things. And I'm like, okay, so I don't understand this. The mom who did she raise them or not? Because apparently, according to the people that spoke to him before he left the night before, he loves his grandmother, and his mom is actually the one who abused him, and I'm guessing that's why he was in those foster homes. So right here, it's like he's saying like different things within like I don't know when this phone call took place. It must have been sometime last week because they said Friday is when their tickets were going to be, for the plane. Okay.
Right.
So I'm assuming it was like in the beginning of the week, I don't know what day it was. So, but Landon admitted to having anger issues and being bipolar. And that the other thing he said was that Lynette called him stupid and know nothing. You don't know what that's in reference to. You don't know. He sounds like he was fighting back. He clearly said he has anger issues. And he related it to the family that he grew up with. And you know what? Yeah, this family sounds a little crazy. Okay. But you still don't get treated the way they've been treated. Okay.
And that's not the world's business if you have a crazy family or not, especially if you're a private citizen. How many of us have crazy families, but it's not getting broadcast to the entire planet, as this guy likes to say. Right. And so it's that's a complete invasion of privacy that he's even contacting his family or her family. Sorry, Landon's family, her family. Total invasion of privacy. So then he goes on to say that Waylon smokes pot and can't think. This is what Lynette says. That Tyra is psychotic, but then she admits to being so stressed about her mom being sick and that she's got a week to live. And how they got there and all this other stuff. Hey, Marsha. How they got there and everything. It's like, oh, wait a minute. So you knew months ago your mom was sick and you still chose to move here, but now it's this rush. And I get the rush if she's actually dying, she's a week to live. I get that. But it's like you should have been prepared to go home at some point. You know what I mean? Like you can't blame her or meaning Lynette or anybody else for that. That's on you, So, okay, so she's just, to me, they're just bringing up a bunch of crap, The stuff that they're mentioning about getting into fights with her and her taking an extra Xanax, people take an extra Xanax when they have massive anxiety for whatever reason and they're under big, stress. This doesn't mean she's popping them like crazy or anything like that. Plus, he's also trying to make his grandmother look bad. So this guy gives him money because he knows that Jeremy wants to hear all the bad shit. I think that's key. That point right there is key.
Oh, it's very key. That's the whole thing here. That's exactly what's going on. And by the end of the conversation that he had the first time, you clearly see that. Because he turned around and he says, this family is very abusive. This is where he's like coaching them and stuff, He's giving them he's telling them psychiatrist type advice, about being abused and the family's abusive. And then they mentioned this guy, Lloyd. Lloyd is in rehab. What is he in rehab for? Is it like a physical thing? Is it a drug thing? Like, why is this guy so, who is this guy? Where did he come from? Like, where, how does everybody know who this guy is? Then it turns into a story about he had money left there and it was 400. So Jeremy said because he held 4 fingers up and mouthed 400. But then Landon says it was 300. Okay, so, we got thievery going on here too. And then, let's see. I'm trying to read. It's getting a little dark in here. Now, then he starts bringing up that his mother, who apparently told the truth because, her stories to Jeremy the other night when he was half asleep, when everyone questioned if it was George or not there who was filming him. She just tells the truth about everything because according to Jeremy, everything she says is the truth. But while he's on this call, his mother's texting him, telling him that John just got bailed out of jail. And I can tell you right now, as of this very moment, John is still incarcerated. He is not out of jail. Nobody bonded him out. As of today, about maybe an hour ago, okay, unless, someone went within the past 45, 50 minutes, he's still in jail, okay? What I thought was funny was that Jeremy knows that damn well that he's still in jail, and normally he would pop in and tell you he's not bonded out, and he did no such thing. He's letting everybody believe whatever this kid said. Is that the big bombshell or something tomorrow?
And he made sure to be like, he's dangerous. He's dangerous.
Yeah.
He kept trying to emphasize that. And I was like, come on, bro. Stop.
So if there's any fear there in that conversation, it's not Lynette. John might scare him, but it's not Lynette. And I'm not going to say that that's true. That's just my opinion that maybe, and that's probably the only truth that may have come out this whole thing, that he's in fear of John. Who knows really why? Okay, but that's what he said. So John is in jail, and they knew that because on their live last night, George made a statement stating that today is 30 days that he's in jail, and Jeremy says that he just lost his Social Security, whatever. So they knew last night that he's.
Don't you think that adds to his obsession that he's keeping a
Totally.
day log, that he's showing how many days, and he's so gleeful that the man is.
Are you ready?
Yeah. It's obsession.
You ready for the big reveal? Can I get a drum roll? Can I get a drum roll, please?
I don't have a sound effect, but she's got a tambourine. There you go.
The driver of the group in the photo to the airport was Michelle Preston.
She drove him. Lynette, she drove him to the airport. How funny is that? That's funny. So they don't show up, and she's the one who drives them to the airport. That's funny shit.
And forgives them for even calling the content creator and putting her. That should speak to Miss Preston's kind of forgiveness, ability to. Her true Christian nature, it should speak to.
Yeah, because they're trying to do all this shit, and that's like, are you kidding me? That is hilarious. That's hilarious. Why we didn't think it could have been? I didn't think it was her that did it. I thought maybe that I know why. Because what's her face? George turned around and said that she's got problems with her tires, so I just didn't think it was her. See. You hear things and you'll just like throw something out like, well, her car's messed up. She can't drive to Tampa from Otter Creek. You know what I mean?
Wow, that blows my
mind. That was my bad for just thinking like that. You know what I mean? That's awesome,
blows
actually.
My mind. Wow.
Debunked. Okay, so that's crazy. All right, so John's still in jail. And let's see. Now, the other thing came up, Bruce, you could answer this, about who made the GoFundMe. Like I said before, they keep bringing up GoFundMe. They did it on their live last night, how she has 2 GoFundMes and, blah, blah, blah. And I think it's just hilarious that he has his mod create one for his legal fees, and he owns tons of property in Florida and $1 million home. Take that as you want to take it, guys. But I think it's bullshit. But anyway, so Landon brings up the GoFundMe. Well, Jeremy brings up the GoFundMe, and Landon answers his question, stating
another photo emailed to you, by the way. Go ahead.
What?
Another photo emailed to you. You could share another photo I emailed to you.
Oh, okay. Let me go grab it.
But go ahead. You're explaining.
Let's see. I gotta grab it.
Just another airport photo. A nice photo.
Oh, how cute. Oh, he looks so scared. So scared.
He just escaped. He just escaped,
He just escaped the turtle purgatory.
Dropped him in, They dropped him in off of like a rope ladder off of a helicopter that had.
Oh my God, this is so crazy. What a spin. I
Does
mean,
this add to defamation, Bruce, in your legal
Oh,
opinion?
absolutely.
oh
Because
my
clearly
goodness.
you're
All
seeing
right.
photos of happy people and there's an ulterior story being told. That would have to be defamation.
This is crazy. All right.
Yeah, I mean,
So
in and of itself, that one little discrete thing, but as a part of, yeah, by all means, this whole and it's defamation. There's other like legal theories, false light, and invasion of privacy and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I mean, this is all actionable.
he's so scared, guys. So scared. I mean, look at that. So
And
scared.
that's the child that's in question. That's
That's
the
his
Harley?
aunt.
hashtag. That's Harley. Yeah, that's Harley right there.
Yeah, that's his aunt. That's the kid who's holding her. His
So
aunt.
the child looks
He's
clean. The child's hair
Yeah,
is nice. The child is wearing clean clothes. Okay, that looks like a really sad, abused child, in my opinion. Get the hell out.
that's sarcasm. That's sarcasm.
Yeah, absolutely, that's sarcasm. What a joke.
This is like ridiculous. So, all right. So, John did not get funded. I already went over that. Okay. So he asks Landon what their goals are. Waylon wants to get back to his family. Okay. And that's where he said he's his stepbrother. So no, he's not his brother. He's his stepbrother, his best friend. And he wants to get back to his family. Tyra wants to get home. And then he was asked, well, why did you come? If you knew you had to get home, I guess, whatever. But then Landon said the same thing. He wants to get home. They apparently arrived here June 23rd. They talked about the phone and what they had that was recorded. And in the end, basically, there is no recording of abuse of Harley. None. The kid says it. There's no recording of that. He's talking about people giving her money, family, lawyers, and friends is what she said. But I want to go back to the GoFundMe thing. They said that, Bruce, they actually said, Landon said that you created the GoFundMe. Is that true?
Right. No. So what I did was I wrote an open letter from me, who identified myself. This is Attorney Bruce Matskin, and how I am involved in this matter and trying to help fight back against this and find legal help. So I said that at the time it was unknown who was going to create a GoFundMe, and whoever did, I said would be welcome to include that as a credibility booster, and then they would also be able to if anybody wanted to check it out, they could call me because my name and information would be right there. So that's it. So I provided a narrative like a letter.
I've seen that GoFundMe.
Yeah,
exactly.
I donated.
No, I didn't create. What does that mean? I created the GoFundMe. It doesn't mean I created the GoFundMe. I mean, it means I helped with it. I helped somebody try to make it work. Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Right. Okay.
Because look, let's face it. You got an 18-year-old kid putting up a GoFundMe. I didn't know, that he was even going to do it. I mean, there was discussion about who would do it, I think, but when he did it, I mean, you have an 18-year-old kid. Who's going to really, a lot of people would probably just not even consider it, on the face of it. They might think it's sketchy or something, who knows. But here I am, and they can easily look me up and they could easily call me and confirm. And I just thought that would be helpful. And that's why. So I didn't create it, no.
Right. Okay. So there's that. I'm echoing again. Why am I echoing? I don't know. All right, guys, if I'm echoing, just let me know in the chat, please. Okay, so now Harley, it was mentioned that Harley repeats what she hears. I don't know. She's 4 years old.
I'm sorry, Lisa. You could ask me about the money too. I know you wanted to touch on that, and I said maybe don't. Landon said, that she's getting money from wherever, or who's she getting money from? Lawyers, right?
He said family, lawyers, and friends.
Yeah. So all I can say is, whether, how much, and from whom she is receiving money, whether by way of help with legal fees or any other financial assistance, is simply irrelevant and basically, confidential.
Right. Okay. Cool. Here we go. So they also mentioned that Harley seems to repeat what she said and mentioned, she mentioned something about CPS. She last time, thank you, Flutter. Last time that she mentioned something about the cops, so the cops don't have to, they're not going to hurt me or something like that. But most kids her age will repeat what adults say. And you have to imagine how often Lynette's talking about what's going on because she's trying to get help. She's talking, we know she has a legal team. She's talking to lawyers. She's talking to whoever she thinks is her friend. I mean, the kid's overhearing a lot of stuff, you know? So who knows what's being said, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's a negative thing. She's just repeating what's going on. If a police show up, maybe she's asking why. Maybe she overheard why. You know what I mean? She's repeating, and that's normal. It's normal. It's natural. Okay.
Exactly.
So this isn't a bad thing. This child, God, man.
Can I just say I don't like this content creator always bringing in the fact that she's still in diapers and
Me either. Oh my God.
She's developmentally disabled and all this. These videos are going to be on the internet forever. He is essentially creating this child's story for her, which is going to stick with her. All the bullies in school are going to be able to call back to this and use this stuff to pick on her as she gets older. But he doesn't think that way. Like, there's damages here, bro. Like, this content creator needs to understand it's not just beef with.
Is somebody typing?
Oh, that's me. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. It's like,
I'm so sorry. I'll put it on mute.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I just wondering, like, what is that noise? Okay. So let's see. So there's no witnesses. The theft from Walmart. There's no witnesses to that. Yeah, he said to call Walmart to get some video footage. Like, okay, whatever. We'll see how far he goes with that. And then he says, and I waited. I knew this was coming because the smirk on his face just got bigger and bigger and bigger. He turns around and says, "Are you willing to testify in court?" And my mind went, bribe, coercement.
Any good lawyer, any good lawyer would shock that or shoot that down.
I was like, oh my God. And his answer was, if I can get out of the state, yeah. So he's basically telling Jeremy, give me money and I can get out of here and I'll do whatever you want me to do.
That's a price tag. He just put a price. I feel that this content creator just got worked out of 3 airfares. Right. I really think he just got conned out of 3 flights.
Yeah, that's where I was going, but I know Jeremy isn't stupid enough to believe that. You know what I mean? But the thing was, this kid right there, I was like, he's saying whatever he says to get Jeremy to either. At that point, it was still like the airport. I thought he was trying to get him to get the tickets, right? But then so Jeremy turns around, gets Tyra on the phone, or she was on the phone at some point, and he goes, and he basically makes a deal because he had said he'd get her out of there, right? So he brings up the deal he made, and it was for her to leave, but she had to leave alone. He will get her to go home. He will get her a flight that day so she could go home, right? And she didn't want to do that. She's like, I'm not leaving without my boyfriend. Yet somewhere in the beginning of this, she said that they're breaking up. But we'll let that go. But she says, I'm not leaving without my boyfriend. And then turned around and claimed that she's not leaving without her boyfriend, that he is there to help her take care of her mother. But her mother was dying in a week. Like, and I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just going by what she's saying. You know? He's going home. You need him to tell. Okay, that's cool. You know, whatever you want to go with him. So then it was, she goes, I was diagnosed with autism. And I was like, okay, so now there's her diagnosis. She's letting everybody know what it is. And she's trying to like use that and trying to say she's too stressed out and she can't handle it. So basically she needs a boyfriend to be there. That's understandable too, you know. She's about to embark on something that will change her life forever. I get it. You know, I know all about that. So, but I was just trying to say, like, she just said they were breaking up, but okay, we'll get that. Let that go. He will only help Tyra due to his word. Now, all of a sudden, she has people that just paid for a ticket for her and Landon to go home. Just her and Landon. All of a sudden. And Landon goes, they did? Like shocked. You know? And I'm like, oh my God, where is this going now? And so the tickets are already, taken care of because we just need a ride to Tampa, right? So he turns around and says, well, I'll take you. And then the next day, well, let me just go back because I was skipping there. So the plane ticket's already bought, and ironically, she got a text and blah blah blah. Okay, got it. So the tickets were supposed to be Friday at 5 p.m. Okay, no ride, not to trust him, Tina. Then he starts telling them not to trust Tina because what he said was for the boys to go to Brian and Tina's house. So they'd be safe. The whole thing at that point was they need to be safe until Friday, until they get on a plane, right? So go to Brian and Tina's house, and then, like, I don't know, minutes later, he says not to trust Tina. I'm like, what? What the hell has he just said? He told the boys to go to their house. What's going on here? So that made no sense to me. And then he's still talking to them and telling them that they aren't important enough. They aren't important enough. That I believe he was referring to. They're not important enough to Lynette, to help them get home or whatever.
Is Germ saying that he did pay for tickets? Because he didn't. I have the information.
No, he didn't, but someone said he did.
No, well, so Tyra's stepdad bought a ticket, and her cousin bought one, and Waylon's grandma bought one, and that accounts for all three.
Yeah, because
so the content creator's just milking this for content.
Totally. And I thought this whole conversation with this kid was going to be telling and revealing, and and we're going to be shocked or sick to our core, and I'm like, okay.
I am, but at him at the
right. Yeah, it's like, so all right. So I believe this is the next day because he ends up getting Waylon on the phone. And then Waylon tells him that the family bought him a ticket, like you said, and that the tickets were for Saturday at 7:45, and they still needed a ride, So Jeremy also lets them know that the entire town is in fear for them and stuff. We can't believe what's going on because I know he said that the other day too. So go back and you can watch that and get the exact verbiage there because he said it 2 different times in 2 different ways. But I wrote down the entire town don't even know what's going on because we know people in Otter Creek. We have friends, really cool, very important friends to us and Get Swamp. And they're there and they live there. And, it's a small town. It's less than 100 people there. And half the people don't know what's even going on. The other half don't even care, like they just want to live their lives, So, him saying the whole town of Otter Creek is concerned, So the whole thing with Lloyd, he's telling them not to use firearms, trying to find out where the firearms are. Are they locked up? Are they in a safe? The whole thing about, Jeremy holding up his 4 fingers saying it was $400, and then Landon says it's $300. And then you kind of get the idea, yeah, where'd that money go? Because Lloyd left it there, and Lloyd called him to tell him there was money there. When they did get that, when he was on the second call, they were at a store, and they're using an EBT card. They're using Lloyd's EBT card, which is illegal. Okay, Lloyd, if that's found out, Lloyd can lose his food stamps, or he can lose his EBT card. So that's messed up right there. But he admitted to doing that. Totally illegal. Get a ride to Tampa by going to the schoolhouse at 10 a.m. Okay, so that's what they were supposed to do. They were supposed to go to the schoolhouse at 10 a.m. on Saturday, and according to Germ, they didn't show up, and we know they didn't because Lynette's the one who drove them. But again, he asked, are you willing to testify in court? And he said, if it comes down to it, yes. Well, he's not going to be in Florida because obviously he's leaving. My guess, and it's a guess, guys, is that he wanted to keep those 2 boys there to get the cops over there and question them. Because he wanted
prime content.
yeah, totally. And so I'm just like, this is crazy. So the mom tried to keep him from calling grandma. Wait a minute, I just gotta read this right. Oh, I already mentioned that he was talking about his when I mentioned before that his mom tried to keep him away from his grandmother, but yet he was in foster care since he was 7. I'm like, so how was that? Why did your mother not take care of you? But she's this great mother and try to keep you from the grandmother that you always loved, and all of a sudden is like this crazy person that Jeremy is claiming is what you're saying. You know, I mean, I don't know, but there was a whole big safety check on the second call. I went over all that. He's totally coaching them, telling them how Lynette and John are dangerous people, and not to trust them. And I just was just like, you've got to be kidding me. We are shocked to the core by this video. I was floored. And I was like, this is a freaking joke. This big bombshell. Total joke. I can't wait to hear what tomorrow's part of it is. And I'm sure they're saving something for the end. I'm sure Lloyd, what was done to Lloyd. Apparently people are saying Lloyd's coming on. Why are we being ignored? You're not being ignored. I was just trying to finish what's going on. I'm coming back to the chat. What do you want? What's going on? Why would they
rename? I think he needs to rename the video getting played by an 18-year-old kid.
Right. But it was clear as day once they admitted that they had the tickets already and they didn't need the ticket money. Then it was like, do you know anywhere we can get some work, because we don't have any money for this? And then when we go back to Ohio, we don't even have anywhere to stay because we don't know how we're going to get back to the place that we're going to go. Like, it was like, there you go, it's right there. He literally tried to get money out of Jeremy and it wasn't working. He thought if he can get him to pay for the plane ticket that maybe Jeremy would give him the money, not buy the actual plane ticket. And that's when she turned around and said, well, we already have the plane ticket. Okay, because they wanted cash. They wanted him to give them money. And then when he said, if there's any other way, a way of us making money, that was them trying to see, Jeremy, you got anything for us to do so we can make some cash? And Jeremy
to the mom too, on the phone too. Every time each one of them, the different one got on the phone, they all got around to that. They all got around to trying to talk about
the millionaire.
Yeah. So, and it just wasn't happening. But okay, so they tried to milk him. Fine, yeah. So it didn't work, right? Although he would have paid for her plane ticket or whatever. But at the same time, the way he acted about this video that was coming out was ridiculous. All the stuff, the abuse that's going on to Harley, to them, to this man Lloyd, who's a veteran, is like, I did not hear any fear in their voices at all. Like I said, they just seemed a little concerned if John comes back, but who knows why that is? You know what I mean? It's kind of like Dad's coming home or something.
That's how I take it.
That's just part of the storyline. That's part of the character that he wrote for John Cook. That's all that is.
Yeah. So to me, it's like, holy I can't even believe he went this far to make these exaggerations about this video today, where it's not exposing anything. All this kid did was give him what he wanted to try and get money out of him. He didn't show up at the schoolhouse. His grandmother drove him to the airport. And how much you want to bet that he's not going to show up in court for any of this or a witness to any of it?
The question is Wes going to show up in court?
Right?
That is
there you go for that. I don't know, man. I just think
but Dave, he hasn't posted the last 3 or 4 days. Has he begging for money?
I've never been to his website.
No, his YouTube shorts.
Yeah, I get sent
YouTube
for his.
I've never been to a website of his. I saw a live that he was doing where he talked about the laptops and Nina stuff. I was like, oh my God, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah,
I'm so shocked about all this shit.
He was begging for money to pay for a trip back down so he could give a statement, and also for his daughter's bicycle, right? Dave?
Yeah.
I heard he needs bicycles, laptops, a GoPro camera. He needs money for a trip to Florida to go to court.
Well, how much do you want to bet?
For therapy for his daughter.
Well, how much do you want? Oh, yeah, now it's a therapy thing because of the gun or something. Okay. Well, yeah, she probably does need therapy, but how much do you want to bet based on the fact that he immediately had that channel, okay, and immediately got those followers and is asking for shit or saying things his daughter needs. How much do you want to bet that it was either Travis, and this is just my opinion, or let's just say speculation, but how much do you want to bet that either Travis or Jeremy, in teaching him how to do YouTube, told him how to get stuff from people? Because he's done it to everybody else. He's done it to everybody else. I know he had to have done it to Guapo, and I know he did it to Robbie. Also, Photoshop, look at legs. What about them?
I think again.
The chat's on wild conspiracy theories that's the exact same picture of Harley in both photos, and these pictures are not real. Everybody wants to know who took these pictures. I've been keeping it on.
Hold on. That's the exact same picture of Harley? No, it's not.
Saying.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Sorry. It is not the same picture. Not.
Yeah, the arm placement's different, everything.
Yeah, it's not. Totally not.
How about the fact that Lynette is helping hold in that picture?
The pictures were just, hey, excuse me, can you please take a picture of us to a stranger?
Nice.
Which people do all the time.
Yep.
You know what? I'm going to check something out. Based on that accusation, I'm just going to open a program here. You guys can keep talking for a second. I'm going to check something out.
Yeah, this is just a big nothing burger in my opinion. And the fact that it was propped up to be this big thing just shows that this content creator really wanted clicks and views on these, and he really thought he had something. And in my opinion, it's a nothing burger, and I'll say that till the cows come home.
It's terrible.
It was a milestone for me, however, if you could figure out why, Dave.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
You know why?
Why?
Because this is the mentioning of you, I would imagine that they're actually bringing you into the fold here.
Well, he didn't mention me, but he playing the call. Landon mentions me, that Bruce guy, when he was talking about the GoFundMe. So that was the first time, I believe, that my name was referenced on What the Hills against their policy.
Bruce is very proud of the fact that he is standing up for what he believes is the right thing in this situation. And lawyers can make a lot of money, and I think Bruce is foregoing a lot of financial gain.
Robbie
shows his character, in my opinion. You know, so if
Robbie's here.
It is publicity he wants. Hey, Robbie, if it is publicity,
hey, buddy,
you should be able to get that.
Hey, you guys, hold on 1 minute. I just want to state a couple facts here. Listen, I don't give a rat's ass what you people think. The photos are real. That's the same clothes he was wearing when he left Mimi to go to the airport. And Lynette took them to the airport. So you guys, I don't get it. And to say that all of Otter Creek knows about this, BS. More than 80% of Otter Creek knows nothing about what this is all about. Jeremy's neighbors at the schoolhouse don't know who the hell he is. You guys think that this is some big flippin' thing, a news thing in Otter Creek, and these people are just poor and everything. BS. Why don't you guys get a life and flippin' leave these people the hell alone? Because Jeremy doesn't run Otter Creek. Otter Creek has been there way before Jeremy, and it'll be there way after Jeremy. It's a bunch of good people. Now, Jeremy did do one good thing there, and that was the mayor with the water overcharging people. These are good people who live out there, and all these people sit there and just say, oh, they're just a bunch of backward ass. You know nothing about them. You know nothing about these people. Leave them the hell alone. And quit buying into Jeremy Hale's bullshit.
Well said. I mean, I got.
Thank you.
I gotta applaud that.
Bravo, Robbie.
I'm
said,
to the point
Robbie.
now. I am so pissed off at this shit. These people are good, hard-working people out there, and
These are
half
real
of
life.
them, they got a life, and
they're not characters.
Right, exactly it. These are real people. And 90% of them in the Otter Creek don't know what the hell's going on. They don't know who Jeremy Hales is. They don't give a rat's ass who Jeremy Hales is. They don't spend their life on YouTube. They're working.
And it's not and you know, the people who are following it on with the Hales, it's an echo chamber, and they really, I bet you, if there could be, I mean, there's no way to do it, but I bet if it could be done, a survey, there's a good chunk of those people.
Thank you, Fubar, for the mustard.
Who believe that these are fictional characters and not real life people.
Right. Go into Walmart there, Turker, take a survey and see how many people have ever heard of What the Hales.
No, I'm saying the ones who have heard of it. I'm saying of the ones who do follow it, some of them probably believe that these are fictional people.
Oh, 100%. They think it's a damn reality TV.
Speaking to the damage that, you know, these accusations make, even the former mayor, the accusations of him accepting sexual favors, there has been no evidence put forth about this. There have been no victim statements.
Hey, Cynthia, go to hell. Because why don't you ask Guapo about that? Guapo and I talk.
You know, chatters will be chatters, and that's one thing I've come to learn is these chatters sometimes they forget that this is a real story, and they want it to be a sitcom drama like it's the CW or UPN or something. And this is like a real person who's capitalizing on private citizens and wanting to make content out of them. That is my whole gripe about this is, yes, if he was covering like the British royal family or AC/DC or public figures, it would be a whole different ball of wax. But he is making characters and content out of private people, and then that just doesn't sit right with me. It doesn't, and it never will.
It's just crazy.
Let's talk about Sean Goodman. Let's talk about how he screwed over the young lady who was driving a car and barely bumped his fender, and then he sued for his back and everything. Let's talk about that, will you? Huh, Cynthia? Let's look into that. Let's look into all these people that you think are so good. Please, wake the F up. Oh, I'm pissed.
I get it.
I like when Robbie's pissed.
This is just it's bullshit. It goes on, and it's total bullshit.
Yeah. Did you so somebody think that the pose of Harley Grace in Landon was sort of like photocropped from somewhere else? But I just sent you another of the same photo blast that the stranger took. You know, the same three people at that moment. Only she turned her head a little bit. So there's the proof to debunk that little stupid thing too.
Good. I'm glad you sent that to me. Hold on. Let me look.
Cynthia, you will not be attacking any more people in here, please and thank you. If you don't like that, then goodbye, because you will be gone. No more attacking people, because that's not what this is for. You're not going to sit here and bash the people that are talking or the people in the chat.
Bruce, you just sent me one just now?
By email, yeah. Another one from the airport that's just like goes along with the one with Landon holding the baby, only the baby's head is in a different angle. So, you know.
Okay. Yeah, got it.
This one of her.
It just goes to show that these followers of this content creator cannot admit when they have been debunked or when Jeremy is proven a liar or proven to be giving out a less than honest narrative. They want to stick and believe that he is this preacher man, this holier than thou person. And every night now, for the past 3 nights, Lisa, you have shown the real version, what I think is the real version of this man. And this is just going to all continue to add. We're going to keep adding to this. And there are years of videos that show this man's true nature, especially if you go into the AA footage, especially if anybody has any of the old HJH Adventures stuff. It really speaks to his character back then. It's all coming out, and you can only run and believe this bullshit for so long.
This is just
So yeah,
ridiculous.
there's the
It's
two
sickening.
pictures. I'm going back and forth with them.
What time is it?
11:50.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, there you go. It was a photo blast, you know, where they take a bunch in a couple seconds. Speaking of Harley Grace, last night you were talking to talking to your viewers and stuff, and we were talking about the Harley Christmas,
Harley Jolly Christmas.
Harley, yes.
Harley Jolly Christmas. Yeah, we're gonna
Right,
do that.
Harley Grace.
We're gonna put that together, and it's gonna be a fun event for her.
I am down to sign up and help in that any which way I can. Any which way my channel can be involved, I would love to help with that.
Awesome. That's so cool of you, Dave. I mean, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun for her, and I think it'll be fun for everybody involved. You know, and if I can pull like a whole, we were talking about the biker thing, that'd be pretty awesome for them to come and deliver gifts to her. I think that'd be pretty cool, pulling up in front of her house, blocking off. Yeah, on Harley's, blocking off Tubetown. I think that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, and that's something that we can make. I've done things like that before, so I know it can happen. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Let's see what Michelle thinks of that idea of Harley Davidson riders coming up with gifts riding on their bikes to bring to Harley at Christmas time. She'll tell me.
Yeah, I think it'll be awesome. He's
she
only
says
going
Harley
to make...
loves motorcycles.
Really? That's cool.
She's listening now. She's watching now.
All right on. Okay, so let's see what everybody's saying in the chat. It's been moving. If anybody has any questions, guys, please ask. There's a reason for the misdirection. Me, I'm a pothead. Right on.
Kathy.
Here comes good.
402 concurrent viewers right now, and only according to this 100 likes. Can we like and do all the YouTube stuff for Two Leagues in a Pod? Help this channel
guys,
get to where it needs to be.
Hit the thumbs up. That'd be cool. Yeah. Thank you very much. I'd rather be around a pothead than a drunk. Yep, me too. Hey, Clear Visions, vinyl records and underground clothing. I never believed any of the content creators BS. I could see right through him. Restorage love is BS. I
hungry.
I do auctions, and by law, you have to give a person. Whoops, sorry. It went above me. I can't read it. Robbie, you all right?
Yeah, I'm just pissed. I'm just.
I do auctions, and by law, you have to give all personal papers back. Yes, I thought you had to do that too. They would rather believe a lie. Thanks for telling us the truth on the channel. You're welcome, Diana. What's up, Jennifer W?
Maybe CC and Brett could do a duet. You know, every rose has a thorn for Harley or something.
Yeah.
How cute, Bruce. Bearded has some great ideas too. Pot's awesome. I didn't smoke until 40, and I'm pissed that Robbie's pissed off. Breathe, Robbie. Marsha's telling you to breathe.
I am. I'm just so fed up with this piece of shit. And people, it's right in front of your eyes, and they can't open their eyes and see the truth. Wow. And all they got to do is say, "Oh,
we lost them.
This picture is fake. It was taken when they first got here. It was this. It was that." What the hell, people?
Well, there's two
Y'all
very
a bunch of goddamn conspiracists.
There's two very similar pictures right here. One with her facing Landon, and one with facing the camera. Two very similar pictures. So
and they all look happy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. They do. They all look happy. Tori's back.
Yeah, in the next second, he squeezes them together harder after the next picture, because you can see there's more space to Michelle's left, and yeah, so he just kind of brought them closer together as the stranger was clicking away.
Yeah. So I mean, as far as that call goes, to me, they're young kids. Apparently, you know, they've been called grifters and everything. So he was trying to grift, maybe. Who knows? I'm not gonna claim that as that's what happened, but they were clearly trying to get money out of him, and he knew it. So the fact that he knew it and is using this as the bombshell, and it's going to shock you to your core, is a bunch of crap. Bunch of crap. I'm sorry.
Hey, Nicole.
I don't believe it. Super. What's up? Thank you. Thank you. What's up?
Here's the picture with everybody.
Oh,
With everybody? I just did that. That's what I was doing. Yeah.
Oh, when it knocked me out?
Oh, is that what you were doing?
No, it knocked me out.
Oh, okay.
I lost you.
Yeah, it's right here. Sorry, Tori was asking me a question, guys. Is this what you're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, it's that and that right here. And then it's like, what happened there? Like, you know what I mean? I got that.
Okay.
But the other two are not. So it's okay. I got it. I saw it. That's why I pulled it up.
Okay.
Debunked.
Who Stacy was asking about.
Oh yeah, no, I got it. I was on that, Stacy. By the way, did Jeremy pay for their tickets home? No, Jeremy did not. He did not, and he also didn't drive them, and nobody from the schoolhouse drove them either. His grandmother drove him to the airport.
So he just got free content.
Yeah, pretty much. You know, they were Landon was trying to get one up on him with his, best friend and his girlfriend, and it didn't work. When Jeremy basically, by saying he'd fly her home, and she was like, what else could she say? No, I already got my ticket for me and Landon. I already got it. So they were going to try and get money for the ticket for the other kid, right? And then they realized that he wasn't going to give them money, that he was going to buy the ticket if that was the case, and he was going to buy it for that kid, that they decided to say that, it was paid.
all right, wait a minute. I'm going to answer something right now. Have you guys ever seen how a photo is shared online?
Yes.
Ever.
Yes.
When you take a photo and you share it, it gets redone.
Mm-hmm.
And you will get a border on there. Now, when you're editing the photo, when you're cropping it down to size, if you don't crop it correctly, you will have a border. I don't know if you can hear me, Lisa. I can't hear you guys now.
No, I hear you. I was listening to what you were saying. I get what you're saying, and I get that picture, but these other two pictures are in the same place, and they're two other different pictures.
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
I lost.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Don't
Yeah, I
make
can
me
hear
get
him.
Crayola and scare
Let me
Bruce.
see if I can.
Yeah, that freaked me out.
Could you
Robbie
hear me?
left. Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can. All right.
Okay.
When you're recropping a photo, you'll get a border on the edge. So that's what you get white lines from.
Dump it out. Well, I get what everybody's saying about that picture, and that's fine, but these two pictures are there. It's legit. There's no lines in
100%
anything.
authentic.
Yeah, totally. So I wouldn't, I get it. It's a law that I must be happy. I can't even see what she's saying. It already scrolled up already.
This is like, first it was, okay, this was when they were arriving, and then we debunked that by showing when the picture was taken. And then, okay, well, we'll just move the goalpost. We'll say, okay, well, now it's Photoshop. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
what do they think of next?
We are the liars, not him, according to
Yes.
the fans.
Yes, of course. Of course. Of course. The Almighty One never lies, and he is God's child, and we all are sinners, and we are of Satan's spawn.
Moses!
Wake up.
Moses, can I get an amen?
Amen! You gotta be kidding me. I just keep saying that. You gotta be kidding me. It's crazy.
Well, it's what I call projection. This is from the Midas Touch Network. They talk about Trump this way: projection and confession. Basically, he's confessing everything he's saying others are doing, he's doing to them, and he's
Right.
projecting on them. So it's a classic, like a personality disorder that he is, like streaming from him,
Yeah.
from his personality.
Speak for yourself, Robbie. What was that about? Thank you for
I don't
clarifying,
know.
Robbie. It's reflect. My
I'm
mom
just
locked my brother better than John. Okay.
Hey guys, I hope you don't mind, but it is
This is a
officially
shot.
my bedtime. So I get up early in the morning, so I got a jet.
Me
but
too.
I can't thank you enough.
Alrighty,
for having me
Dave.
on. See y'all later.
All right, thank you.
Dave,
Bye,
have a good
Dave.
night.
Have a great night.
Stay in touch, Super Dave, about doing that response to Tug and Megan.
Yeah, whenever you're ready, man. I got an interview with Ray Bonecrusher tomorrow. But other than that, schedule is open, so we'll set something up.
I'll call you. I'll talk to you.
Sounds good, guys. Have a great night. Thanks again for having
Good
me on.
night.
Good night.
Good night. So I actually need to go watch Ray's video that he did today. Did anybody? Okay, so there was a live tonight that I haven't been in this guy's chat, but maybe one time, and they were like yaying the germ, and I was like, I can't even do this because how can they not see what's going on? But it was mostly about the judge though. They were talking about, but they were praising Jeremy at the same time, and it seems as though from the piece, I only got pieces of it tonight, and I went in there, and it was funny because I'm watching people in the chat that come in here and are all like, hey, whatever, and all nice and cool and stuff, and they're in there like talking how I'm lying, like Tulise is lying, and they're twisting theories and shit like that. I'm like, that's really funny considering I could be sitting here telling you my opinion on something, but I've shown proof and documentation of almost everything I said. And I think it's pretty clear if I'm speculating on something we're talking about or I'm showing proof. I clearly show it, And if I'm wrong, show me I'm wrong, and I will gladly say so. I have no problem with that because I've stated that I have not watched every one of his videos for a very long time. I used to because I was a mod, right? But I have not watched any of his videos as of late in full. Just certain things that I saw pop up in the feed when it came to Lynette, and I was wondering about the court. Sorry. I've already said this though. But other than that, I touched on some of that, and actually I haven't seen those two people. I saw one in here. But I haven't seen them talking much, so, if anybody's got questions you want to ask me, come ask me. You don't have to. I know people are going to do it anyway, but I welcome it. I welcome that channel to come talk too. I don't, it doesn't bother me. I didn't do any of this for fame. I do it because I will stand up for those who won't or feel like they can't speak up for themselves, and I will not sit down and watch someone basically tear someone apart, invade their lives the way that it's happening now after watching him do it and mock so many other people. After watching him do it to so many other people, I'm supposed to sit back and watch this go on too? No fucking way. No, I'm sorry. No way. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
It's this is ridiculous. I'm not sitting back and watching people get taken advantage of this guy. I refuse.
It just pisses me off that everybody's like, oh, all these people in Otter Creek, they're this, they're that, they're scum, they're stupid, they're ordinary people.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, why would you say something about that? If you believe in God, why would you attack people?
Good night, Lisa.
There's people that listen. I don't even attack Jeremy. I could give a rat's ass what he's doing because I know what he does. He's all about the clicks. He's all about the views. And that's all his stuff is fake BS. And it's not real. It's just fake. And then all these people
He's going out.
That he's giving a bad name to. Harley, this kid is going to grow up, and this stuff is on the internet forever.
Germ is a bully. First photo is shop. Robbie has a vendetta. Otter Creek, most don't work. Drugs are rampant in Levy.
And you
Super
people
Dave
are
and this-
supporting this by feeding into Jeremy's bullshit.
We got a troll. Troll alert.
No, I think I'm not sure. Is he being facetious?
No, he said, I mean, look, he said Germ is a bully. The first photo was
He's
shop.
a total bully.
The two that I just showed are not shopped. I can tell you that right now. Robbie has a vendetta. I don't think so.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, this guy's a douchebag. Okay, I got it.
Yeah. Otter Creek, most don't work.
Exactly.
How do you know
Exactly,
this,
storage
Sean?
brats.
Where are your facts, Sean? Drugs are rampant, probably. And they're rampant in a lot of places. So it's not just there. Are you saying this? I don't know who's got that noise. Someone's got noise happening. But, you know, are you saying that they're rampant there because Germ's neighbor, what he says, made meth there? It was a meth house? Is that why you're saying it?
I don't get it.
Making things worse. How are people making things worse when they're talking about and showing facts and providing proof? Okay, Bruce is on the legal team for Lynette. If you want to ask questions, ask them. There's no lies. Are you asking Jeremy's attorney questions? Do you not see the law that's being provided in front of your face about privacy, invasion of privacy? You're not seeing it.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Yeah, so like, because you just said that. So like, Tug was doing the call coverage today, and I dropped a couple chats, and a bunch of people like, "Oh, Bruce is here," and a couple of nasty comments and stuff. And then I give and I say, I forget. I wanted to come on, and I said, "Why don't you have me on the stream?" And that comment got through, and then they timed me out. They didn't want to see me or hear me or invite me on the stream to address the one-sided pile-on that Tug was perpetrating and propagating. For example, when Landon says, the lawyer, she's getting money from lawyers, immediately Tug is like, "Oh my God, that's wild. Well, that's big trouble for the lawyers." Which it's not if it were true, but you know what I mean? It's just, the point is, it's like he's taking what this kid who's obviously all over the place and has no credibility at face value on everything he says, because that's what he wants to feed, because he wants to impress, his main audience, who lets him grift off of him as long as he propagates what he wants them to propagate.
Well, why wouldn't he want to show? Oh, I'm echoing. Why wouldn't he want to show both sides?
Exactly.
Why wouldn't? I mean, wouldn't that make his channel better? I mean, to have both sides. I mean, he might have a whole bunch of arguments in the freaking chat, but that's going to happen anyway, I think.
And it's active. It's not even just not having both sides, but it's active suppression. It's like preventing people from seeing or reading chats from the other side, at least from people who really, like real sources like me, from the other side, and suppressing and timing out and preventing, my chats from being. So it's really, a total co-opting, like I've been saying.
So Jeremy can come on here. I'll talk to him. He won't like it, but he can come on here.
Well, can I ask you? I don't want to put you on the spot, but I don't think I am. Why don't you make an open invitation to Tug, to Megan Fox, to Larry Foreman, to come on, any of them to come on and have a panel?
I mean, that's fine. I don't watch their channels. I'll clue in beforehand, but they're welcome to come on here. But I mean, I'm all about common sense, and and we are not like this, Sean. You're just expanding the story, making it more popular, getting Germ more watches. I actually don't think I'm getting him more watches. And Guano is cool. Then why are you calling him Guano, number one?
Yeah, why would you call him Guano?
Yeah, and Sean, if
Guano's
you're making
a kid.
You're making an accusation here that we're expanding the story, but this is the first time I've seen you, which means you have not watched any of the replays. You weren't here, and you have not watched any of the replays, which means you didn't see any of the facts or the proof that we've shown. So don't tell me I'm expanding the story. I'm actually getting down and digging and investigating this story and finding all the missing puzzle pieces and coming out with the truth. You cannot hide or lie about the things. I mean, he tried to, but the things that we're showing, facts, proof, public records, okay, that's not lie. There's no way. We're telling the truth here. You can tell if I'm saying, if I'm, just saying my opinion or if it's speculation. I think you guys can tell. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I need to be a little more specific about which part is which, but I'm pretty sure when I'm pulling up pictures or proof or records telling you where to go to find the same exact stuff that I found, they're not lying. They're not lying. I'm bringing witnesses on here who have experienced things with Jeremy and Guapo and Otter Creek and YouTube and teaching YouTube.
And yet none of those other law tubers cover any of that. It's only the one. It's the same exact stuff. They all do the same thing, and it's taking their cue right from What the Hales and right from Jeremy. They don't cover any of these other. They know there's documents out there that are public already, and they want to keep that from. They want to keep those adoption order that you showed yesterday from their viewers, because Jeremy doesn't want them to see it. He wants to keep them in the dark about the reality because he wants to create the reality.
Well, he also had a vest. He donated it, and apparently there was $16,000, somewhere between $15,000 and $17,000. This thing was, and it was supposed to be donated to the ants. And I still haven't gotten to the bottom of that. It was very confusing, but it also seems like he did this fraudulently. And I don't know who got that money, where it went to. Supposedly the GoFundMe was returned, but there were people that did donate to it that didn't get their money back. So that's like a whole other ballgame in this. There's so many different pieces to this, so many different puzzles, and I'm going to try and break them down. Why? Because I don't think it's fair what's happening to these two people and their child. I don't think it's fair that he's ripping off people left and right with this fake drama, all this drama. Look at what he did. His last video before today and his live from last night. Go watch his drama. Watch the fake excitement, and you're going to feel this, and you're going to do that. And then he had tears in his eyes too. It's all fake.
Hey, I shared one more real photo, nice photo with you if you'd like to put it on. Up to you.
All right, let me grab it. So let me ask you this though. I'm curious. Like I said, I haven't seen those channels. So are they only they're just critiquing or reacting to his video? They're not showing any documents or proof of truth or anything like that?
Nothing. What they do is they all did the same thing. So there's a Larry Foreman DUI guy who's in Kentucky, a practicing lawyer. There's Megan Fox, the journalist, the supposed journalist who started all this, the YouTube craze of it, other than what the Hales itself, the coverage of it. Then there's Tug, the umbrella guy, who has like hundreds of thousands of subscribers. So does Larry Foreman, have like over 400,000. And then there's two other smaller channels, which are both lawyers. One's a guy named Legal Vices, and one's
Laura. Who killed what gator in OC? What's OC?
One of those lawyers.
Go ahead, Bruce.
Yeah, one of those lawyers is like in Utah. One's in Korea. An American though, and so they all cover it, and they all do the same thing. They show the videos from the court proceedings. They all had the audio from the Ohio proceeding, and then they made like hand puppets to when somebody was speaking, like that hand puppet, and they all played it over and over, sometimes in segments, and they drag it out over hours, and then they would just pile on with the nicknames and laughing, at Michelle Preston and taking, Hale's side about everything, and judge biases going along with creating the characters and caricatures that Hales had created, and it was just an extension of him, completely co-opted. Now,
wait a minute. Who killed a gator in OC?
Landon, when he was talking to Jeremy, mentioned how he found gator lines, illegal gator lines.
Oh,
But
right.
I'm not sure where, but they went back and they saw, and they clearly said that the gator had like a bullet hole, and then they went back and the gator's head was literally chopped off, like cut
Okay.
off.
Guys, listen, here's a fact. Okay. In lots of areas in Florida, not even just poor areas, people poach alligators. Why do they do it? Because they do it for food. They do it for hides. When hides were worth money, they were doing it for hides. Then they'll do it for heads. I see gators all the time floating with their tails cut off. And that means someone took it and they hunted a gator for food. Now, is this
Thank you,
right?
Country Cinderella.
No, it's not right to do. But who am I to tell someone when they're trying to put food on their table that you're not allowed to eat?
Yeah.
I'm not that person, and that's why when I do the gator trapping in this county, and when we do it and I have to euthanize one, we actually donate the gator meat to less fortunate families. And do I go filming that? No. Why? Because I don't need praise from everyone. I do what I think I want to do.
Right.
It's just like I don't film everything we go do. Ask a lot of my followers who know me personally things that I've done when we're out and about. Stop and, oh, let me go do this quick. All right. Why did you do that, Robbie? Because I just needed to. And I won't even mention what I did. But I don't have to film my stuff for me because I'm good with God. I am good.
This is a channel of sharing opinions, and you can have yours whether it agrees with me or not. That's fine. But we're bashing folks that aren't here. Are you calling what I'm doing bashing him? Because I'm telling you, I think he's an asshole. That's my opinion. It's a lot of people's opinion, and others no. But that's fine. They're welcome to come here, and I'll say anything I have to say to his face. I know he's listening. I know he's watching. Okay, and so is George. I know it.
Yes, Lynn, I do.
Okay, so they're willing to come in. They can come. They can say whatever they want. Okay, but I'm not gonna sit here while you bash people in the chat and say things that you don't know what you're talking about. You want to talk about facts? Let's talk about facts. But don't sit here spewing a bunch of shit. It's that simple.
You tolerate it, and they give them a chance, and yet I get timed out and blocked because they just don't want to hear of any opposition whatsoever, not even the idea that one exists.
No,
So
listen.
they're
The craziest thing about this is how can one individual have so much drama in their life in a 2-year period?
Well, Lynn, let me ask you this. Why don't you trust Robbie? How is he not trustable? Tell me your reason. When you want to talk and share your opinion, go right ahead, because I can guarantee you I'll prove you wrong. But you go right ahead. Tell me why you don't trust him. Why he's not trustworthy. Because Jeremy told you so? I'm sorry. I didn't say that. You tell me. You tell me. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. She types so fast that all of a sudden she's slow. You tell us. Come on. Oh gosh, I don't trust him either. I thought you just said you don't trust them. Okay, so why don't you trust him? What is it you and your computer, wherever you are, or your phone, wherever it is, what is it that you don't trust? What do you think he's gonna do to you? What don't you trust? His verbiage, his word, his what? What is it that you don't trust? I know she doesn't know him personally, so
I know that for a fact because
yeah.
There's nothing I wouldn't do for someone.
You don't trust anyone that gets into drama, but here you are talking about the drama and creating drama, saying you don't trust them, whatever.
That's why I keep the drama off my channel, Lynn, because I don't deal with it.
And stirs it up online. Interesting. This
But
is stirring it up.
when I'm sitting here tonight doing work and all of a sudden my phone's going crazy to jump on Lisa's because these people are attacking a fake photo, they're saying, and they're attacking people of Otter Creek and everything, it just made my blood boil.
Yeah, we're not going to be blocking you.
I
Unless
even
you're really
called and
starting.
talked to Kim and Mimi before I jumped on, saying, what the hell is going on?
Kim, where are you from? If you want to say so. But she said, let me just say that most people don't know this, but Robbie Kedzie has done more for me and my family than none of you will ever know or understand. He doesn't brag about it or even know how much.
I don't care how much, Kim. I love you guys, and it's not a scorekeeping thing.
Please go check it in. Please check it in.
Huh?
Yeah, go deep into that photo. So they'll shut up about your photo.
Okay, I'm getting a photo in my email. I don't see it. Hold on. I just showed two photos that are not wrong or messed up or anything. I'll show it again. Hey, let me.
Ed, elaborate. When did I ever jump on you for voicing your opinion based on facts? Because if I jumped on you, I guarantee it wasn't based on facts, because if I don't know something about a situation, I won't even voice my opinion. That's why when these guys are talking about some stuff, I'm quiet.
There's one picture. There's the other, and people are questioning this one. Whoop, not that one. Sorry. This one. Forget that one. This is still the same day. There you go. There's no doctoring of these two pictures here. See, the child is not in the same position at all.
I don't understand that. Why?
They're questioning this because of the lines around it. I see what they're saying.
You got a new email.
I got a new email. All right, hold on. Okay, hold on. What?
I think
Am I supposed to see a difference?
Come on, let's not even give this any more time and day.
Right.
Share that.
The photos they're saying they're still talking about the photos being
There
fake?
it is.
Yeah, they're talking about the first one. Hold on. Hold on. I got it. No, I got it.
Wasting time.
Okay, debunked. It's debunked. I got it. Let me just put it up. Let me put it up.
Not even worth it, you know. To
I'm
address it.
still.
That's so stupid.
Hold. There we go. That's the original one.
Wait.
Lines of whatever you're talking about.
You got irate at me when a live got political, and I said some truths about Florida and its governor, and I got lambasted, so I left. What, Ed? What did you say? And what were truths that you said? Because everybody who knows me knows I don't agree with everything our governor says, and I do agree with a lot of things, but there's a lot of things I don't agree with.
Thank you, Crimson.
So
yeah, look at the shadows, guys. on, let me see the other one. We're looking.
But do they really? I mean, they're not really digging in on this, are they? It would be so silly, like that they would think that we would go to the lengths of making a fake happy airport to cover up the escape. That I mean, it's like the Earth is flat, and the Pizza Gate,
Right.
And,
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
okay, so who was ever okay? If they're not at the airport, okay, tell me who drove them to the airport. Because apparently people are trying to think that she wasn't at the airport.
Doesn't it say ticketing right there in the doorway?
I mean, I don't get what the big deal is. There's still 2 other photos here.
Someone in
I got a few others too from the same photo bursts, but I didn't send them all.
Yeah, Mimi, what?
Mimi said that Michelle drove them to the airport.
Yeah. Somebody else is saying Michelle drove him to the airport who lives in Otter Creek. So, I mean, why is this a big deal? Because he claims that, he's against his grandmother and we're proving it's not true. How do we even know that was Landon on the phone?
Yeah, that's the thing.
I'm thinking it was. They just like tried to grift and it didn't work. If you want to go, look how quickly when he says he'll buy her a ticket and get her home today, she says she has a ticket already for her.
Ed,
prior to that, she did not have tickets.
Ed, I'll tell you right now, if I upset you on something political, I apologize, and because you are entitled to your opinion, as the same I am entitled to my opinion. And when I get loud and stupid like that, it's because I'm very passionate about something, and buttons get pushed, and I don't know what the subject was that you disagreed with, but we're humans. We will always disagree on some things. We will never agree on everything. And don't take it personal, Ed.
Yeah, like Suzanne saying, funny how they didn't give JH any video proof of what they were claiming because they don't have it. He even said he don't have it.
I could remove any doubt that it was Landon. It was Landon.
Okay. Well, I believed it was Landon though because of Landon, Tara, and the other kid, Waylon. I mean, I didn't, but still, you never know until they prove it. But I believe it was. I'm just saying though, they tried to freaking get off on getting some money. The clear evidence of that is that when they first talked to him, they said they don't know how they're going to get home. They needed plane tickets, blah, blah, blah. When he said, I'll send her home, all of a sudden they had the tickets, right? But need a ride to Tampa. So they needed money to get to Tampa, okay? But also left it open that Waylon didn't have a ticket. But they didn't jump on that because if he was going to provide them a ticket for Waylon, he wasn't going to give them money. He was going to buy the ticket himself. So they totally lost that whole idea doing that. And then said something about needing money for until Friday. And then when they got to where they were going, they had no money. Is there any odd jobs they can do? Do you know where we can make some money? He's trying to get him to give him money. And
exactly.
That's bottom line. And they kind of changed their story all along the way if you pay attention.
He's trying to figure out what does he want to hear me say that's most likely to make him want to give me money.
Sean,
and that's really not, and Jeremy knew
that's
that.
Not true.
Yeah.
There's nothing that he was going to say that was going to get him to give him money, but he knew he could get him to keep spilling and
yeah,
what he wanted him
to me,
that does look like Tampa, though.
I was waiting for Jeremy to ask him if he would, go to court and say all this stuff. Waiting, and I was like, there it is, boom. And then he said, yeah, if I can get home, So right there's the bribe, there's the payoff. You know what I mean? Right there, and how he tries to
Kyle,
spin
what's
this,
up, bro?
The way he did and click. Do you call it clickbait if it's not a thumbnail? I mean, he spoke about it. What was it? Saturday's video when he's on the phone. You're not gonna believe all this. Wait, just wait. And then Sunday night, wait till these 2 days, tomorrow and Tuesday. You're not gonna believe it. It's gonna,
Hey,
make you
Monica.
stick to the core or whatever. You know what I mean? Tell me that's not drama. And if you listen to it, I don't think now. When I went in and saw what was going on in Thugs and today, that's the first time really, except for that since that one time that I saw them talking about it, I was like, what the hell? And I never went back there. So today was the first time I went in there and they were kind of going over it. I don't think he really believed Landon either. But I can't quote that because I didn't stay long enough and I wasn't there from the beginning. But it seemed or sounded to me that he didn't believe him wholeheartedly. You know what I mean? But I can't quote that. I have to go back and rewatch. So,
Hey, Jennifer W.
I mean, it sounds like the guy. I just can't believe that Jeremy basically called him out, knew what he was doing, and then he himself spun that content into how he described it. The way I'm just like, wow. And so, and part 2 is coming tomorrow. So maybe this was the easy. Maybe tomorrow there's some kind of new reveal or something. And apparently something about this old man Lloyd, and what they've done and how they abused him.
I'm sorry, I don't even know who Lloyd is or anything that's going on.
I asked our friends about this man that lived on the property. And they didn't know who he was, but they just said they'd see a different car there, but that's it. Now this $400 that Jeremy says it was, then Landon said this $300 that was missing.
Friday nights, Mary.
And using his EBT card. Is that the abuse that Jeremy's talking about? The way they abuse this old man and how he's in fear of his life and all this other stuff? Because the fear of his life thing, he said about the kids. And the kids did not say that they're scared. They just say they want to go home. And in the very beginning, stop telling me that, Terry. You say about every image that's up there. When they say that, they want to go home, it's about the mother. It's the first thing they said about the girlfriend's mother being sick. That's the first thing they said. He totally baited that video. He baited the kids in the video. He coached them. He gave them psychological advice, tried to let them think that they're being abused. He was telling them they're being abused. And I'm sorry. What was said the night before they left from the kid himself is not that he was being abused, that actually his own mother abused him. That's why Lynette,
his mother and father.
Yeah. He said himself in the call he's been in foster homes since he was 7. He also said he didn't get along with her husband. So to me, with all these stories that come out that even Jeremy's saying, we don't know if they're true, but if you listen to what this girl said, listen to what Landon said, there's some fucked up shit that's going on for sure. But there's also reasons behind it. Like the mother tried to get money out of Jeremy too, I think, because she was saying that Tully's probably being planned by whoever supplied them the photos. Okay, gone mad. Someone's gone mad. Anyway, she was trying to get money out of Jeremy by just mentioning that she's trying to get him home and don't know how she's going to get him home, but then says she's going to sell some livestock or whatever. So she tried to do the same damn thing.
Gone mad. I don't know. The photos, the kids are wearing the same clothes they were wearing when Mimi met with them.
Yep.
To give them the photo I signed for them. And they sat there and talked with Mimi.
Look, there's Kim right there. Listen, all 3 kids were in my home the night before they flew out. They were nice and respectful. Landon expressed concern for his grandmother, and they were ready to go back to Iowa. There you go. Kyle, that's exactly what I think. Didn't Landon's mom call him and that was a late night phone call? They are just trying to grab money, is my guess. That's exactly what I think. You know? So, I
Well,
just can't.
what was the cliffhanger? What was the cliffhanger? Was there a part 2 to this call? What was the cliffhanger?
He ended the call, and the last
I
thing
don't know.
was that they were going to show up on Saturday for a ride to the airport. But in one of the videos before that, he states that they never showed up, but he didn't say that today. So that's going to be part of his video tomorrow. And then part he also this Lloyd, more stories with Lloyd. So I don't know.
In other words, he's going to act as though 3 days or 2 days or 3 days earlier it didn't already come out publicly how they got to the airport. He's going to continue to propagate this storyline that has already been debunked preemptively.
Yeah, that's what it seems.
It's amazing.
He don't care. It's drama. He puts up things like making it look like the phone call was last night and it was like a week or so ago, where he's got everybody wondering who's speaking there because they know that George is in Florida and he's not. So how is it? You know what I mean? You know, timelines means everything, I guess. But so Kim says they were at my house because they had a kitten they were trying to rehome because they couldn't take her with them. Yeah, you're right. Germ already said they stood them up. It is about clicks and watch time. That's all Jeremy's about is views and clicks. That's how he gets paid. Whatever
That's how
is
you
there.
make your money.
Yeah.
It's how you make your money on YouTube. And listen, Jeremy's old videos used to be storage units, and then he got into doing the gators with me. He was a thing called Google Preferred back then. He was making more money for his views than he is now. He's no longer Google Preferred because he's doing all this drama stuff. So he's no longer Google Preferred. So now he's got to put out videos with more drama to get more people to watch. So he makes an equivalent of what he would have with less people watching before.
Yep. Isn't that how all streamers on YouTube make money, though?
Yes, that's how they make money. By views.
It's not a secret.
No, it's when you do a video.
You keep popping out.
Yes, I know. Sorry.
When you do a video, it goes to get the ads, and the higher quality of ads you get, the more family friendly ads you get, the higher paid you get. And when you're Google Preferred, you get the best ads, and they're not bidding; it's a set price. So you're making more money.
There's certain channels that can get Google Preferred ads because of what their channel is. Like a lot of ghost hunting channels weren't getting them. I don't know if they're getting them now.
Ghost hunting, you cannot have ghost hunting. You cannot have alcohol. You cannot have guns. You cannot. We lost our Google Preferred when Zoli and Chris were shooting the bows.
Oh. Well, he had 100 ads on the live last night. 100 ads. I don't see any ads, so I don't know. Okay, I'm checking.
So now, like, we lost our Google Preferred because of that, and so now you get lower paying ads. And Jeremy lost them a long time ago with the Maryland Raby stuff.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah, you can't say drugs. You can't say you can't have alcohol. You can't have any of that. And there's just too many things in life that happen to have Google Preferred. I mean,
Right.
I swore on accident one time because I was bitching about a pump, and it's just things happen.
Right.
You know, I'm not perfect. I don't claim to be perfect. You can't say guns. You can't say. That's why Jeremy always used to say pew pews, and he still does every once in a while now. But and you can't have this drama stuff.
There's St. Pete Clearwater Airport right there. Just saying,
What's
guys.
that?
St. Pete Clearwater Airport.
What about it?
There's a picture of it.
Okay. Look up Tampa's airport. It looks the same too.
Mm-hmm.
I was just at Tampa's air. I'll be at Tampa's airport tomorrow too.
Picking up Nick.
You want to know
Yeah, I
which
got to
one?
pick up Nick. What's that?
I can find out which one it was.
I already said it's no secret. What? I definitely couldn't do what you all do. But all you do this for the same reasons, though, right? You all do this for the same reasons. I don't think so. I think we all have different reasons for doing YouTube. Some may be the same.
Wait, are there
This is
two
my-
different airports? Tampa and St. Pete are two different airports?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'll see which one.
St. Pete's a little south.
Yeah.
Allegiant
It's a
Air.
small.
Now, the first drop off doors for Allegiant Air. But which airport? Let's see. PIE, whatever that one is.
PIE.
Yeah, is that the abbreviation for one of the airports?
That's St. Pete
There you go.
because Tampa is TPA.
Mhm.
It is to
St.
show the
Pete.
documented proof to the best of our ability. Yep. To make Lisa at least when you make Lisa IRS for an honest reason, unlike the GERM. This is debunking lies, Lynn, which is very much needed. At this point, yeah. You know what I mean? It's just gotten so bad. And I'm tired of it. And I see him taking advantage of a lot of people. If you can just look tonight, oh my God. The video that came out and his whole big introduction to it for the past 2 days. I mean, really? The whole drama-driven thing. I mean, need I say more? If you really want to know how much of a phony actor he is, go listen to his sermon. And go listen to his accent.
Yeah.
His fake freaking accent. Okay? That I couldn't even listen to the whole thing. I just had to stop. Good night, Ray.
So when he
Good
so when
night,
he does
Ray. God bless.
something worthy of debunking, well,
Good night, Ray.
Oh,
We'll
shiznit.
reconvene the next time there needs to be some debunking, right?
Yep.
Yep, I'm going to bed. It's 12:44. Y'all have a great
me
night.
too.
God
Me
bless.
too.
Yeah, we're kind of getting it. We are not saying
Good night, Robbie.
Good
You
night,
need to
Tori.
prove
Go to
debunk,
bed, Tori.
scream debunk every time you prove. That's funny.
Good night,
Tori-
everybody. God bless. Prayers and
Good night, Robbie.
Good night.
you guys. I apologize for going off. I'm just so tired of all the BS and my phone ringing. Robbie, go look at this. Go look at this. Lisa's live. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. And I even called Kim and Mimi first. I said, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Robbie, Michelle Preston says good night, Robbie.
Good night, Michelle.
All right.
You all have a wonderful night and God bless, man. Take care, everybody. And remember, the truth is out there. Just open
Yes,
your
it is.
eyes and
use your brain.
Drama doesn't follow any person as much as it does this channel over there.
Not my channel. What? Wait.
Not,
That's
not. I said this channel over there.
the germ channel.
Yeah,
We
whatever.
exposed 4 different dramas so far. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be another
Jim-
one somewhere.
I will just end it like this: Jim Jones,
Yeah.
drink the Kool-Aid. Another great man who did everything in the name of God, right?
Right. Moses.
Oh boy. Oh jeez.
We
Yeah.
need,
wish
we
people
need
would
Super
just-
Dave here to add the. Can I get an amen? He does it really good.
I just listen.
Diana.
If you choose to believe
I
in
am
God,
echoing.
God bless you. Great for you. I do. That's my choice. I just live my life different. I
Yep.
don't
Yeah.
treat people
here.
like hell.
Same here.
All right, I'm signing
night.
off. So we'll
Yeah.
we'll
Me
be.
too.
you
Good
know, I'm
night.
sure
God
back
bless.
at it
Prayers.
within
See ya.
2 days.
Bye.
See you, Robbie.
Bye, Robbie.
See
I'm
ya.
sure we'll be
Bye.
back at this within a couple of days too, when there's more to debunk. We look forward to
Yeah,
it.
I'm sure I'll
there's
get
an-
dragged in.
I go live on normally Tuesday nights from 10 to like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And
We're doing
which I
game
was
night,
gonna
right?
wait. What? Yeah,
Are
you
we
know what?
doing
Let's do some of that. But I can tell you this: there's gonna be talk about us again tomorrow because it's got another video coming out tomorrow.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it's my normal night. It's my normal night to go live, and I'm echoing. I thought. Do you hear it?
You're hearing yourself over here.
Oh, am I? Oh, okay. Sorry.
can we just do something?
You're going in and out,
To do
Robbie.
fun and so I
I
can
gotta
beat the
go.
pants off
Good
of
night, everybody.
everybody.
All right. Good night, everyone. Good night, Bruce. Thank you.
Bye. Bye. See you soon.
Good night, Bruce and Robbie.
Good night, Bruce.
Happy birthday, Diana.
Happy birthday. That went slow. I gotta do that again now. It's Diana's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. We
So
can
game
do
night
who
tomorrow,
sang.
right?
Yep, we'll throw that in there. Have a fabulous night, everybody. Thank you for hanging out, and we will be back tomorrow night around 10 p.m.
Happy
Good
birthday, Diana. Good
night.
night.
Good night, everyone.
Happy
Bye.
birthday, Diana. Happy
Bye.
birthday, Diana. Happy
Bye.
birthday, Diana. Happy
Bye.
birthday, Diana.